even shooting Dan.
Is this because I threatened to send you mug root beer?
Yeah.
So does this mean that Will doesn't play golf because he thinks it's too difficult?
Janitor.
Yes!
Oh, nice!
I'm right there with you.
Really? Amazing!
Oh!
Bro, chop, chop.
Yeah, chop, chop. Chop, chop.
Awesome.
How did I just click my own die?
Jen, tell us a little bit about what's on the shelf, because while you're doing that, I'm going to eat this bagel. Insectoid invasion. Insectoid invasion.
Dying.
They're coming to eat your brains.
I've never been to Beijing, but my walls in my room are beige, so I've been beiging for a while.
You're about to see a hairstyle. Hold on, let's see this.
Oh,
Two purples, two yellows, and a blue flower.
Yeah, there's just two purples. We're just gonna rename Chris to two purples.
Oh hey, don't eat my bed. I just got coffee.
Gathered around at a table. We can do the same for a good cause. And thank you all very much for watching. So I'm going to cut the audio off. I'm going to go to the end stream thing, and I am just going to talk about how much I love these people. So thank you all very much.
This episode is sponsored by Quack Alert. They are ridiculously in love with ducks. I have no clue why, but you know what? It's cool. I'm a charity board gamer. I'm excited. We're going to play Red Rising. I've got some guests with me here. So we are, of course, playing on Tabletopia. You can play this yourself if you have the premium account or the gold, or what is it, gold or silver? I don't know. We're talking about colors. So, you know, that's what Red Rising is about, right? You got the blues and the yellows and the pinks and the purples and the greens and everything. So, yeah, very cool. But I am excited because I have, as always, my all-time favorite co-host, Justin, here. Justin,
Hello, everybody.
And then also we have James from Little Meeples. James.
Hello.
And then we also have the amazing, you may know him as usually being on with his wife, and sometimes you'll see this really cool segment where that's really been going on, where it's can kids play, and I'm amazed at how well it's beautiful, because I'm so used to seeing Jared and Peyton, but now the parents have actually started doing some actual really cool videos discussing about maybe some of the topics of, okay, is this theme a little bit mature? How would you kind of address this type of thing? It doesn't mean that all kids can play it, but they do go over a lot of the topics, explaining what may or may not be something to be aware of and watch out for when playing certain games. And they did one for Role Player, which was really well done, and I loved it. It was right after, I think they did a video with Jared and Peyton talking about Role Player, which is really cool. And that is Daniel from Kidsplaining. Daniel, say hello. And of course, Daniel, if you haven't been following Kidsplaining, they are in the process of doing a remodel, and they are making space for their board games because they finally need to put them on shelves instead of the floor or around a table.
Games have not been on the floor. They've just been on old rickety
Not on the floor?
Walmart shelves. And overflowing
yeah.
those shelves.
This is definitely the rickety Walmart shelves all right behind me. At some point, they're going to fall apart, but I understand that. Some point at Kalax, who knows? But I love the fact that what you're doing is you're actually building in the shelves. You're actually putting them onto the wall and everything. And you're actually taking down a whole stone wall from like a, what was it? What is that thing called? My brain's trying to stay awake. Was it a fireplace? I thought it was like a wood oven stove.
It was, the whole wall was stone. It used to have, before we moved in, it was switched. It was just like a decorative fireplace that didn't actually heat the house, and the previous owner put in like a retrofit wood burning stove. So we're taking out rock on either side of the wall, which was like 8 or 9 inches thick of just rock and mortar and cigarette butts and nails and lots of random wood chips. I found a lot of stuff back in the in the mortar of the rock wall today. So,
well, it's fun too because we get to watch as you and the boys actually have done some of it, like watching. I don't even know who it was that was chiseling, because I only saw from like the arm down. But I thought it was that Peyton that was chiseling into the rock at all.
He did a couple. Let them do the easy ones, and then they left, and I started making the real mess.
Yeah, yep. But it's gonna look great. I can't wait to see. Already 2 days down, and you have already taken the stones off of both sides. You're about to take care of the stone in the main middle area. I'm guessing tomorrow.
No, that's staying. So we're building in shelves on either side. So we're turning it from a wall of rock to look like just a stone fireplace with shelves on either side. And then tomorrow I'm taking all the wood paneling out of the room, doing electrical work, and then sheetrocking on Thursday.
That is pretty awesome.
And then
very cool.
On Friday.
And it looks like somebody didn't even know about the treasures in the wall yet. So looks like the kid-splaining mom is on here saying hello. Hey, what's up, Allison? So we're gonna play Red Rising, and I'm excited to try this out because I've heard this is based on a really popular book series that's more contemporary, and I just like the artwork. That's the thing that kind of caught my eye when it comes to some of the games like this. It kind of has almost like a comic book feel when I look at the art, and I like that a lot. But yeah, so we're gonna kind of play through it. We're still all very new to this game. We don't have anybody really teaching us except for the wonderful world of Watch It Played, which we took the time to watch some of it. So if we make mistakes throughout the stream, please forgive us because we about know it about as much as you all do at home. So, but Justin's going to go ahead and play first. One thing I'm going to show real quick is kind of the rules of a turn. There's leading, which is where we deploy a card from our hand. If you'll notice, I have 5 cards in my hand. And then it says that we gain the top card from another location, then gain that location's bonus. So there's special bonuses that we can get. We can also gain the top card of the deck, then roll the rising die and gain the resulting bonus. So we can do one of those 2 options when we quote-unquote lead. Scouting means that we reveal the top card of the deck and place it, not deploy, it on any location. We gain that location's bonus. So it's a little different. So we can either lead or scout. Leading gives us one of 2 options. Scout gives us 1 option. And then of course there's a bunch of iconography talking about helium, talking about influence, where influence and helium actually play a part, and as well as the fleet track all play parts in leading towards the end goal of the game. And depending on how well we do on it, we will get more points and victory points. So, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And I will show the back of the card real quick, where it says we've already got the setup already done. So it's going to end when 3 of the conditions are met by either any player, or any 2 conditions are met by the same player. So 7 helium, 7 influence, and then 7 on the fleet track. And we'll do end game scoring, and for each card in our hand beyond the 7th card, we'll lose points. So the idea is to try to play as many cards as you can without losing points, but you also want to have cards that kind of meet certain colors and everything to actually get the score. So Justin's going to go ahead and start us off. Justin, kind of, if you would be so kind as to describe what you're doing, and we'll play.
Well, before I...
And for those of you...
No, sorry. Go for it, Chris.
Yeah. And for those of you who are watching, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you spending the time with us. I know there's a lot of awesome live streamers that are going on, and what's great is we have an amazing board game Twitch community. So it is just a lot of fun when we know that you all are spending your time with us. If you like what we're doing, just please follow, and if you like, also go ahead and subscribe. So appreciate it. Yeah, Justin, take over.
So I'm going to hit on a few minor things that you started to go over. So the fleet track is at the top left of the board. It is a maximum of 10 that you can go up on, but it's kind of an exponential value. So the higher you get, the more points each step seems to be worth. The upper right is the influence. We have 10 influence cubes we can add into that. Helium comes out of the bag. They're kind of the crystal looking pieces. There's not a limit to how many of those you can have. And there's also no hand limit. All of these, we each took a character card. Pretty much, you're supposed to take one at random. We just kind of chose based on color, so we can track it around the table easier. And the first player takes the moon token, because the game is based on everyone taking the same number of turns unless the Apollo character is in play. So once we hit the in-game conditions, no matter who triggered it, will go until the person before me, because we do not have Apollo in play. So we're showing that I went first. So whoever, I guess it'll be green, whoever's playing the green character will be the last player no matter what. Okay, so I need to actually look at my cards real quick.
No, you don't need to do that. Just play. Just play cards. Don't
well,
look at
because
the card.
the key is
I don't want
you're
you
going
to
to
win.
perform the deploy action on the card you play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Obsidian is? Is that like a faction?
Obsidian, I believe, is the black color.
Ah, I see it. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you look at the cards, some of them also on the left side have a little color diagonal. That's just kind of an easy reminder of what kind of the color they're looking to be paired with typically.
Oh.
So let's see if I want to play this one, because then I can show that off. Yeah, I can probably do that.
What you doing? What you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna try this. See if I can make it work. Okay, so I'm playing this card into the Luna track.
Mm-hmm.
The deploy action, if Chris, you want to zoom it for the
you got
it's deployed directly on top of the gold. Move that gold card to the top of another location, and then place one influence on the institute. So because I did this, that gold card from underneath, I will be moving.
You don't have a gold. That's a yellow.
Oh, is that not gold?
Yeah, gold's
I gotta
over here.
zoom in
Gold's
more.
in Mars.
Okay. Well, it's
You're
fine.
good.
That's true.
Yeah, gold's
Gold
in
and
Mars.
yellow
So
is
we're gonna
slightly
move.
different.
Don't stack that card. The joys of digital. Okay. Well, either way.
Hey, Amanda Panda. Let's give her a shout out. She
Hello,
is awesome.
hello, Amanda Panda. Okay. And so
All
then
right.
I take a card from a different row than I played to into my hand. So in this case, say I'm okay with this card. Get it into my hand just right. Come on.
Okay.
Why did it not go in my hand?
Now, don't ask
Well,
me questions.
I
like
tried
that. I
the
don't know.
drag to the bottom of my
You-
screen thing, and it didn't add it to my hand like it was supposed to.
It's got to kind of highlight a little bit more, I think, is what
But
it's going to
so
do.
because I
Yeah.
took from the institute row, I get to add
Mm-hmm.
one influence. In there.
Look at you already
It's in the lead.
influencing
It's in the
everything.
lead.
Oh
Let's
my
stop.
goodness.
Where are the bonuses, like the row? Oh, is that the okay? That's the icons for those. Gotcha.
Yeah. So if you go to Jupiter, if you take a card from Jupiter, the blue row,
You
that
on the fleet track.
correct.
Okay.
If you take from Mars, you get a helium. Luna, you take the. I just blanked on what it's called.
Sovereign token?
Yeah,
I
the sovereign
believe?
token, which the sovereign token typically triggers something from your character card.
Yeah.
And then the Green Institute row, you get to add influence.
Where is he? Is helium in this bag here?
Helium is
Yeah.
in the bag. The sovereign token is currently
Mhm.
up at the top middle because no one currently owns it.
Okay.
And so you typically take it from someone if they have it.
Okay.
So be mindful there are
Alright.
some cards that at the end of the game say if you have the sovereign token, you gain a different bonus.
Yeah, there's a lot to read.
Yes.
All right, I am going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to play a hypnotist. And my card, just so everybody knows, says in clockwise order, starting with you, each player selects a card from their hand, banishes it, and gains the top card of the deck.
Okay then.
So, where we should, I guess, have kind of like a banish
There
deck?
is a place for it right
Or
above
so-
the top of the board. If you see
Sweet.
that red outline, it says
I do see it now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to banish. I feel like Evie needs to go. No, I don't want to get rid of Evie. She seems very nice. I'm going to say bye to Scyther, and I'm going to take the top card of the deck. So let's see here. And I'm going to draw one card. Ooh, I like it.
Now, Daniel, you have to bench.
Now I get to, and I still haven't taken a card from either of these things. So, let's see. So yeah, I think this one.
Yeah,
through.
well, while you're thinking, Daniel can banish his card and draw, and I'll do
Yep,
mine.
he can banish his card and draw one from the deck. Yep.
Wait, what?
You have to banish a card
So
from your
you-
hand
What,
and then
what,
draw a
what?
new one.
Yep. You gotta get rid of a card. That's right. I'm playing Cutthroat already,
No,
guys.
it's okay.
nah,
I'm okay with that.
we'll see. That doesn't make me feel any better. Okay, let's see here.
I'm not attached to any of these cards yet.
Yeah, I'm okay with it because I'm not attached, and I'm going to play Cutthroat too.
Yeah, is it my turn?
Okay. No, it's not yet. I still have to
Because
take a card from one of these other piles. Or I can just go ahead and take the card from the top deck, which I think I'm going to do that again.
Daniel, did you take a card from the deck?
Yeah, am I supposed to when I banish?
Yeah, after you banish,
Well,
take a card.
Yeah.
what he played forced you
Here.
to banish one, draw one.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to wait for you all to do that. Then I'm going to go and draw a card from the top of the deck.
Yeah.
Does it?
So here we
I
go.
will. Justin
okay, so
has to do his.
okay, I was making sure y'all were done.
And then I get to roll this dice. So here we go. Rolling the dice. Roll. And then I get to do whatever
Let me-
action.
let me
that
draw
is.
one.
All right. That is the purple eye thing, which I don't know the symbology of that well yet.
Uh,
Reveal the top card of the deck and place it on any location. So I
but
get to
you
do
don't
that
do
action now.
the deploy.
I don't do the deploy for it, but I at least get to put it somewhere.
You're basically just
So let me take a look at
triggering
this.
more cards out there, and maybe
Also
covering
do-
something you
Yep,
don't want
so-
someone to pick up.
But when you
Yep. So I'm going to put it over the hypnotist.
Okay, what
There
were
we
you
go.
saying, Daniel?
Cool.
does he still get to do? Because on scouting, you still get to do the locations bonus.
No, he didn't scout.
I led. I led in what I did instead of taking a card from the actual location for that part of
Yeah.
leading. Instead, what I did was I took a card
Took the top
from the
card.
top of the deck and rolled the dice
Gotcha.
instead.
Okay.
Yep, and took that
a
ability.
chance mechanic in case you actually don't want one of the cards that's currently at the top of a pile.
Mhm.
Okay, so Chris, you're done.
Yep, I am
So
done.
who is after you?
That's,
Daniel, right?
That would be.
yeah, that's me.
Was it so? Yep,
So
Daniel.
you play a card, and then take a card from another location.
Yeah.
And,
Correct.
and gain the location's bonus.
Yeah.
So first you
Mhm.
do what the card you
Yeah.
play says,
Right.
and then wherever you take a card from, you get the bonus from that location.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this guy and put him on Jupiter. It says reveal the top card of the deck, either banish it or place, not deploy it to the top of another location.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I believe I read the rules correctly. Whichever place you set it in, you then have to choose between the other two locations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So just make sure not to place it in a row where you want a bonus from.
Yeah. Hold on just a second. Make sure it's that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in this deck, so the combo possibilities is
Okay, so I'm gonna take this.
extremely
flip it
high.
It's
over.
pretty good.
You have more influence on the institute than the player to your right. Give them the hollow host. Gain the top 2 cards of the deck, then end your turn.
But you're not deploying this one. That's the thing. You're not doing the deploy
yeah.
action because you already
Basically,
deployed.
do you want someone
Mhm.
to have access to that card?
Do you want somebody to have access to the
Gotcha.
hacker?
I believe there are a few cards that allow someone to get cards from
Hack this.
the banished deck,
hack
but
the
not as
system.
many
Yeah.
as having it on top of a
Hack the
row.
planet. Hack the
I
planet.
don't know. I'll put it up there. Okay.
Okay.
Now I get to. I'm gonna take from. Take from the Luma deck.
Okay.
which
So,
means I get
yeah.
to take the sovereign token.
Yep. And what is your special?
When I take the sovereign token, I get helium. So, I guess I just keep these piled over here until I have 7.
Yep.
Like-
There are a few cards I believe that allow you to spend the helium to do something special.
Okay. Okay. That is my turn, I believe.
All right, James. It's all you, man.
I should start reading what's out there because
No, you don't need to read this
Well,
stuff. It's okay.
if I'm next and you don't want me to take forever.
Right. So
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
true.
place
That's
out this one. I don't think it matters where I do it, so I'll just do it here. And it says an opponent of your choice loses 1 helium.
Oh,
Only one person has helium, so I will
Or you
have
can
them
just pick
lose that
somebody
helium.
else and have them lose none.
No, that's no fun. That's no fun. So
I'm not gonna put it back
Mars.
for you. You have to pick it. You have to do the work. 'Cause I
Oh,
can't pick stuff like
I,
that
I,
all the
I
time.
will enjoy putting it back in the bag. And then I will take this one from Luna, which gains me the Sovereign token. And with my
Okay.
ability, that makes me go up 1 on the track. And that is the end of my turn.
okay.
Why do I have the sovereign
Oh,
token in front
sorry.
of me now? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll take the ability of the sovereign
You're-
token
you're
any
right
day.
in front of me.
Shoot.
Oh, I don't go up 1
I
on
would
the
love
track.
it.
I go.
What is
I
the
get 1
ability of the
institute.
sovereign token?
Everyone
Is it
has their own
special, or
ability.
is it just if the cards reference it?
If you look at your ability, your ability has something like mine says for Jupiter, whenever you gain the sovereign token, even if you already have it, advanced 1 on the fleet track. So that
Yeah,
helps me move
But
up
it
on the
doesn't.
fleet
It's
track.
not, it
That
doesn't do
helps.
anything other than that. Like if it's referenced, it doesn't.
Yeah, so the sovereign
it just-
token is primarily
Go ahead.
referenced based on our character abilities.
Yeah.
So let's my turn now.
Yep, your turn.
Okay. Well, I will do this then. Which this card, banish the card directly under this one. If it was the only card on the location, I would also gain a helium. So can someone grab that card from underneath this?
Yeah, I will grab it.
That
and
gets
banish
banished.
it. Or somebody already did.
Okay. I
Okay,
gain a
cool.
helium because that was the only card underneath it. And now I can take a different card.
She's an obsidian assassin.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. Obsidian Assassin. Assassin. Do, do, do. Do, do, do.
Well, so y'all don't try to take helium from me for now, I think.
What? Why? Why would I try to take helium from you? Let's hear. Okay, now I need to think
What are
what I
the
wanna
end
do.
game triggers? 7 helium or what?
Okay,
7 of
so
anything.
if any players trigger 2 of the 3 options, 7 on the fleet track, 7 influence, or 7 helium. If
Okay, I'm looking at it now. It's when those if 3 people separately collectively.
Or 3 people.
knows-
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which players, as long as 2 of those conditions have been met,
No, 3
No,
of
it's
them.
all 3 of those
all
conditions.
3,
are met.
Or
if,
2
or
by
if
the
one,
same person.
One
Yeah, 2
person
by the
has
same
to
person.
Or if one person gets 2.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So it's, you got your helium
Oh,
yet,
yeah, I already grabbed
Justin? All right, it's my turn. Let me see here. What do I want to do? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play Envy or Evie. Evie's ability is I get to banish all cards at this
Whoa, that's a
location.
lot.
For each gold banished, place 1 influence token on the Institute. There's only 1 gold, but I get to place my influence because of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I am going to... So all these cards are going to get banished. If somebody can help banish those cards in Mars,
Sure.
that'd be awesome. And now I have to pick a card out of these 3. Oh no, Evie gets banished
Oh.
too.
Yep.
They all get banished, including Evie
Everything.
or Evie. Oh yeah. Let's see
You gotta
here.
take a card, you're gonna roll the dice and take the top from the deck again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again because I liked doing that. That was kind of fun. Not knowing what was coming and then.
It also means that nobody else knows what you have.
Oh, but I just got nothing. I got an X. Banish. Oh no, it's banish the top card of a location.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna make this a little bit harder for everybody. Boom.
Hmm.
All right. Everybody's turn. Or Daniel, it's your turn.
Okay.
Trying to force everyone to scout early, it seems.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go to the Institute. Place 1 influence. Take this
No.
guy.
Was that the deploy action?
Yeah, that was the deploy action. And
Nice.
Jupiter, what's Jupiter? Advance once on the fleet track.
Yep.
Oh, it's Fitchner. He's a gold elite. Fitchner.
That is my turn.
I like that card. All right, James, what you doing?
Oh, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. None of these cards can do anything currently, so I should probably
Well, you can either
just take from the deck, right?
well, you can play a card and then take from the deck, or you can straight up scout.
Yeah.
And
then you just immediately gain that
but
location.
yeah, when you scout, you don't actually play any card from your hand. You
Yeah.
just take the top
but
part
you,
of the deck.
but you still collect the card from one of the areas.
No. When
Oh,
when you
don't even
scout,
collect.
yeah, when you scout, instead of playing something from your hand, you take the top card of the deck, play it to a location for the location bonus, but don't play
Got
the
it.
deploy.
Got it. All right then.
Typically, that's done when you have like a good set of cards in your hand that you don't want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's not that I have good cards. It's just they don't trigger their deploy action under these situations. So I will play U, which says I can lose an influence and gain 2 helium, which Justin will eventually steal later. But
Is winning just victory points?
it's the only thing that I can do anyway.
Say that again.
Is winning just victory points?
Yeah, winning is
Yeah.
highest number of points.
The cards that are in your hand
Points.
are going to be victory points, and then some of them have special bonuses, which will get you extra victory points. However many extra cards, over 7, if I'm correct.
I
Is
believe
that
that's
right,
correct.
Justin? Yeah, anything over 7 cards is going to cost you negative victory points as well at
Yeah.
the end of the
So
game.
you get points based on the
So-
track, how high you got on the track. The VP on your cards, 3 points for each helium. It looks like
And there's a majority in the influence. You
10
get points
points
per
for the sovereign token.
Yeah. So yeah, for the influence, whoever has majority gets 4 points per influence token there. Second gets 2
Yeah.
per token, and then third gets 1.
And you lose 10 points for cards over 7.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done my turn,
It's-
so
it's
Justin,
pretty
you can
brutal.
go.
Oh, okay. We get talking about the rules, and I'm like, oh, I should
Yeah, it's alright.
figure something out to do.
You're good.
Oh, I
Trying to distract you just as much as we're trying to distract James.
fair enough.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
it's
It
kind of how we're
happens.
trying to do. Yeah. As I listen to this amazing music by Harris Heller. I love Stream Beats. It's so good. So what are you doing for your action, Justin?
That I am determining now. What card did you play?
Yeah, you trade an influence for 2 heal. It's not bad.
Allison texted me to say that my audio is low and hollow. Is it still low and hollow?
It is a little low. It's not too
Thank you
bad.
guys who are on the stream
but-
with me and can actually tell me that, let me know. Is this better?
It is better that you're
Yes.
closer, yeah.
Better?
That's good.
If I sit
Yeah.
right up next to the mic and talking to it like this, is that better? Or is that creepier?
It sounds sexier.
It's so good. It's so
Is
good.
this ASMR? Is that what I'm doing right now?
Yes.
I have no clue what those. I don't understand the abbreviations. I just finally figured out that SMH is shaking my head. So yeah.
Here, I think I have some plastic, the tape wrapper. We can do some ASMR while Justin goes.
Well, I'm gonna get some cutthroat action
I'll have
going
to
here.
look that up.
So I'm playing
Steal a
Tactus,
card.
which I can steal a card from an opponent. They choose the card. If I do this, banish Tactus and end my turn. Hey, Chris, I want
Hey,
one of
what's
your
up?
cards.
No, that's not cool. Let me see if I have any cards that can block that. Let me check.
I think the main blocking actions are for taking the.
Oh no, there's
Sovereign.
ones that are out there that that people can just get rid, can stop you from doing stuff. Some of the gold cards had that. I just gotta think which one I want to do. Oh, that's so good.
Is this really?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
All right, you know what? I will do this one and give that to you. There you go. I'm okay with that one.
Oh, you can't just draw it. You gotta.
I have no idea what cards are good. It's such a wide range of point levels that
All right, it's
it's really
my
hard
turn
to know.
now. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that was all of my turn.
All right, sweet. Do I want to do this? I do. Just don't know if I want that card. Nope, I don't want that card. I am going to do this. I'm going to put this on Jupiter. And what this says is that I get to reveal the top 2 cards of the deck and place them under this card in any order. So, we've got a Psychologist. And
Danto.
all right, now I'm gonna just go ahead and do the same thing I've been doing. I'm just gonna draw a card and roll. Oh, okay, nice. What am I getting here?
Helium.
Ooh, helium. Nice. Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, and it looks like we have somebody in here to say hello. Very cool. Put that in there.
Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I thought I'd pop in to say hi real quick. How are you all doing?
Doing good.
Doing great. I am learning that that I am liking this game a lot right now. So, yeah, no, it's. I have never read the book series, and so being able to just kind of see this artwork and everything, I like it a lot. Who did the artwork for the game?
It was 3 people. It was a guy named Justin Wong, Miles Bensky, and Jackie Davis. Jackie's probably the most well-known of them. She did Euphoria for us and has done a bunch of different board games. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So thanks for coming on in and hanging out with us for a little bit. I sent you the room if you just want to kind of see how we're playing, or we're actually on Twitch as well right now on our Twitch channel. But yeah, definitely, yeah. Our whole goal tonight is to not let James
Whoa.
win. That is our whole goal.
Justin.
So
We don't
Gotta
let
stop him.
we don't let James win, and I have to beat Chris.
no, I don't want to let you in on this either, Justin. So the thing with us, Jamie, is that Justin and I play, I think, about 2 to 3 times a week. And when we do, the whole point of every game is to see who does better. It doesn't matter whether or not we win or lose. I could do completely horrible, but so long as Justin doesn't win, I'm happy. That's kind of how it's
All
going.
relative.
But
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
how's the day been for you so far?
Good,
today?
good. It's been a really good day. Yeah, I haven't actually watched anything like this on Tabletopia before. I have it up on my other screen here. Obviously, this is a game where I can't see your secret hands, but I can see the board, so that's good enough. Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
turn, James.
Yeah. Now, if
Okay.
you watch on the Twitch, players on Twitch or people that are watching on Twitch can actually see what I'm doing in my
okay.
hand to be able to see it visibly. Now, I used to use StreamYard, but the thing with StreamYard is everybody, even the players that I was playing with, could see my hand, and it's kind of like, hey, don't look at my card, but look at this. so, but yeah, it's been.
Did you guys have
wild.
any rules questions,
It's,
or has it been pretty clear so far?
It's for me. It's been fairly
Yeah.
clear. It's just, yeah. I mean, for me, just understanding it, it actually has worked out really,
Yeah, it's been pretty
really
easy
well.
To,
Just
pretty easy to pick up.
yeah. I mean, compared to some of the other games that you've made, this I think is one of the easiest for me to follow. Starting off, like I could easily teach this to Elijah and Daniel, and I think they could pick up on it pretty quick. Which is nice. I know we've done Wingspan and My Little Scythe, and I feel like almost that this is as easy to understand as like teaching My Little Scythe to the kids when we were learning. So I like that because it just makes it easy for me to approach
Go ahead,
it.
Justin.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to
Wait.
easy to
Yeah.
play. Just hard to
Daniel,
play
did
well.
you go after Chris?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. I was making sure because I didn't hear you say anything about your turn.
Ooh, I just got a card that I like. Okay.
Daniel, what's up with your
Okay.
background there, if I may ask?
We're doing renovations in our living room, so this
Okay.
is to keep all of the renovations in the living room,
Okay.
out of the rest of the house. So we're,
That looks pretty intense then.
Yeah, he's working. Yeah, he's a master craftsman. I could not do something like what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at some point he just needs to come up here with a family and help me down here in
I'll
the
do it.
basement.
just let me know the time.
I know. Oh, tomorrow.
I'm busy
Tomorrow. Can you just
tomorrow.
come tomorrow? All right. Well, we definitely have to plan something for the summer because I've got a feeling that conventions are not going to be going on yet. Soon, but not yet. Though it would be, don't get me wrong, I think it would be great to have conventions, but I just think for safety reasons, I think it's smart that a lot of people are not doing them yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Are you all doing now? You usually go to a convention. Usually it's before Origins, right? In your area, isn't that right?
Oh
Jamie?
yeah, I'm in St. Louis, and there's a little convention here called Geekway to the West. It's around 2,000, 3,000 people. Just come and play games for 4 days convention. I love it. But it was canceled last year, obviously, and this year they've moved it, I think, to November maybe, which actually might work. I think I might still be nervous around crowds at that point, but hopefully a lot of people will be vaccinated by that point. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, is that where you found? Is that when you saw the prototype or the pendulum before you picked it up?
That was the little convention that we run, a tiny convention called Design Day. That's just 100 people. It's mostly a come and prototype and playtest your game type of event here in St. Louis. And yeah, Pendulum showed up there back in 2017, I think, maybe 2018. Yeah.
Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all.
A lot of green cards out here right now. A lot of green cards, actually.
Okay.
Yep, got some green out here. I can't say what I have because I've got some ideas. I'm trying to think things up.
I think we're still trying to figure out the strategy on what we should be playing. When should we focus on trying to keep cards for the points as opposed to playing them out? I'm curious, how's the flow of the game in terms, like, is there a curve or a ramp where you see the game ends quicker than you think or anything like that?
The players control it. So like a couple of weeks ago, I was playing on Tabletopia, and we had a 5-player game, and there was another 5-player game going at the same time, same game night, both 5-player games. And one game lasted a lot longer because they just kind of decided not to pursue some of the end game conditions as quickly. And so their game took longer. Their scores were also a lot higher as a result. But they were all higher. It's not like one person had an advantage over the other players from that. So I think a lot of it's in your control as the players. And if you do have a really good hand, you might try to accelerate that end of the game so that other players don't have as much time to continue to craft their hand.
Sure. Chris, it is your turn.
Yep, I am trying to figure
Interesting,
out what I
because if you
want.
do have a good hand, say you have like 3-4 cards that you love and you want to keep, then it's harder to accelerate because you only want to play like that one card that you don't want to keep.
Right. Although you can do that type of turn, the scout turn, where you don't get rid of any of those cards. You just reveal one from the top of the deck and plop it down. And wherever you put it down, or most of them, at least,
you can.
You're going to still move it along. Yeah.
On that spot,
Yeah.
All right, I am playing a gold elite. I'm playing Bone Riders.
The sovereign token.
I want to take that sovereign token. So let me get that from you. You don't need it.
I'll get it back.
On your next turn. It's true.
All right.
What are these?
And because I did
what
that,
are these face down cards on Jupiter and Mars?
So the card I played.
What did that do?
Is the one that I gave him.
I looked at the top 3 cards of the deck and placed one of them face down at the top of each location.
And I'm going to take from Mars.
So they're.
I'm going to take from Mars.
So it's like a
and I'm going
blind
to take
drop.
that card.
Yeah, so anything face
I'm
down is
so glad I
considered
took it
colorless
too.
at this point.
Yeah.
Now I get to take a helium. So boom. So I just collected the Sovereign, got to move up the fleet track because of my Jupiter alliance, and I got to get some helium and take this really cool card, which I'm excited I just got.
I think you changed things already.
I'm thinking things through. I know what I want. I know exactly what I want. If I can get some different cards, I think I will be very happy with my score at the end of the game. But, who? Oh, wow. That is interesting for end game conditions. I've got, I'll just say it to Jamie because nobody else knows what card it is, but I've got Cassius. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the the Cassius without the one character, the difference of it.
Yeah,
but
if you just get the one.
So now I'm gonna try to work towards that.
Yeah, that's a lot of points if you can pull that off.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You
hard.
done, Chris?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with my turn. So tell me about your love for the book series and kind of how it came about. You went from enjoying this book series, and then you're like, I think even in previous like live streams and stuff, people were like, oh, you should do one based on that book series that you love and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you made the announcement, and you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. What kind of brought it all about from concept to, okay, now we're working with an IP and making this happen?
Well, yeah, this is just for years. This has been the IP that I've wanted. I read the first book back in 2014, and then the second book came out, I think, in 2015. It was right after that. That was around the time that Scythe was on Kickstarter, and that was when I read the second book, and I was like, I really want to make a game in this world. Not just from the game design perspective, but because I wanted to share the series with gamers who weren't familiar with the book series. And so that kind of became my goal for a long, long time, through ups and downs, a lot of failures to try to design it, and eventually figured it out with my co-designer, Alex. And yeah, so you're right. People did ask for a long time. In fact, that was just my default answer for a long time. If people said, what IP would you like to make? Red Rising was the answer for that. And then over the last year, as people have asked that, or have asked if I figured out Red Rising, I've kind of had to work around that question a little bit to keep it secret for a little while. Yeah.
It's very cool. Now, I mean, I am interested. Can you tell us a little bit about the stories that you've read, or at least, because this is based around the first book.
It's the first trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's specifically focused on the characters in the first trilogy. I didn't want to spoil any plot points, and if there are like little things hinted on the characters, like the card that you have, Chris, right now that you mentioned, that is referring to a relationship that happens in the book, or a friendship in the books, and so that's pulled in. I pulled in those relationships, some of those interactions, some tough decisions that some of the characters had to make in the first trilogy, and the game focuses on that, because I didn't want to spoil the game for people or spoil the books for anyone who was discovering the books through the game for the first time. But anyone who already knows the books and wants to try the game, they'll get this stuff.
Yeah, and I'm kind of eager now to find. I mean, hearing about the book series as many times as you've talked about it in the past, just even seeing this kind of has got me a little bit more excited about it. It doesn't look like your typical young adult style novel, which I'm kind of done with my Hunger Games and all that stuff. So I do like a good science fiction based read outside of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, this does have me intrigued.
And now I have been cautioned, I know you have some kids, that it is not, if you wanted to read it with maybe one of your sons or daughters, any of your kids, that it does have adult content in it. There's some violence at times. And so I hadn't thought about that. I don't have kids, so I didn't think about that. But I recommend the book to anyone who is ready for that type of content.
Very cool. Well, our daughter's at the age where she's able to watch certain shows and stuff with me and my wife. She's gone to shows like Blind Spot, and she's of course seen Die Hard. I mean, she's been able to see a couple of those type of films and be able to go into it with a very logical mindset to know, okay, this is real, this is not real. These are touchy subjects that we're going to talk about before we watch the movie. And we're letting her kind of get into some certain book series, which has been good for her. But yeah, I understand that. I think this, just playing the game, I think would be a good start for maybe the boys. Yeah. And I think for Abigail, I think she could also potentially do the book series, because she's been able to read some of those other things as well and be able to, use good judgment. She's very wise for a 14-year-old girl.
That's great.
She's already planning to go into law.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great.
She did something this past month where it was like a thing called Teen Pact, where it's all about learning about law, government, processes and all that stuff. And then this year for her homeschool group, they're actually going to be doing a mock trial.
Oh, cool.
So, and we're working with a local judge in the area to kind of be the judge over it all.
Wow.
So
that's really great.
Yeah, it's what she wants to do. So I'm going to encourage it as much as I can. I mean, when she says that her idol is Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I'm like, You
Yeah.
go for it, girl. You go for it.
Absolutely.
Seriously. But
That's awesome.
is it my
Yes.
turn, Justin? I know I'm
Yes.
talking.
I
a
did
lot.
not want to
Okay.
interrupt that great story. So
All right. Wow, there's a lot of cards.
Did you
that
play
goes
this
into
one
it.
or did you?
I think it was a place.
It was
That
a
red
place.
card.
okay, so
There's a place.
I played the white one.
Okay.
It did not have a deploy action. I picked up from the Luna stack. My ability when I gain the sovereign token is to roll the die, which I did, rolling the eye, which reveals a card to which I get to place.
Oh, okay. Nice. Now I really have to think about, do I want to collect a card or do I not? Oh. Okay. I am going to go ahead. I really don't want to deploy. Part of me just doesn't want to. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play this right here.
What's this?
And I am playing Pellis. So I get to advance twice on the fleet track. So I'm going to go ahead and move up twice. And whoever's green, you're going to go... everybody else is going to go up one on the fleet track. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take EO. I got a good feeling about EO.
Are you all pretty comfortable on Tabletopia?
Yeah, well, Justin does a lot with Tabletop Simulator. He does play testing and prototyping with Carla from Weird Giraffe, and but yeah, so Tabletopia is not his second language, but he's doing really, really good at it. But it's I think we played during our last charity live stream. How many games did we play on Tabletopia? Like 4?
About, yeah. It's
gonna
probably
say,
about
yeah.
half the digital ones we did.
Yeah. And then I think most other games, I think James, you and Daniel, you're more used to Tabletopia, and then I think Daniel, you picked up Tabletop Simulator maybe late last year.
I have not played.
So-
I don't do a whole lot on either. So
Yep. He was it. You mainly do it whenever
I
we're
do
playing
it,
together,
I do it
right?
on your streams. We've done a few play tests, but we don't do a lot of play testing on non-physical copies, just because it's a lot harder for the boys to play stuff. They have tried.
Yeah.
We've done a few. We did a Hava stream for Spiel last year that was interesting. Jared and Peyton were playing from separate computers, and we just watched, and T handled it like a champ. And but they were
That was Karuba, right?
No, it was for the Clever Keys for a new game. They were.
Oh, that's right.
But they were both.
Yeah, they just did.
Looking around, moving stuff around, trying to see what they could do, despite giving them like an hour earlier in the day to do all of that on their own. They decided to do it again during the stream. So
Very cool. That's the one that they just that your family just did a video.
yeah,
of,
that
right?
was another. We just did a video for The Key, which is a.
That's right.
This is the one they play was Clever Keys, but yeah, The Key is a great. It's if you ever played those logic puzzles that have the grid where you mark stuff off as you find stuff out, it's basically that in a game. It's a lot of fun. It's a 3-game series that each game progressively gets harder and incorporates more skills. So it's but it was good. Everyone enjoyed it. Wasn't easy for anybody. And adults had a challenge figuring out the case. And I think there's 9 different. You use a colored key to determine which case or what the solution is. So very replayable. And unless you remember the exact thing, by the time you get through all of them, you can go back and play them again and not be too really have an advantage. So
yeah, and you're trying to figure out in the game, who sabotaged what and when they sabotaged.
There's 3 people that each sabotaged a different ride on a different day and used a different tool, and so it's you're trying to match the 3 people to the tool and the thing that they did. So it really is Yeah, I keep going back to those logic puzzles, but it really is one of those where once you can nail down one thing, you can eliminate that option from the other people. And I love that. I will periodically just go onto a website that generates those each day and get them there. And so it's really, I really like those kind of puzzles.
Very cool. Whose turn is it right now?
I think it's Daniel's
This
turn.
is always the question.
Did you
whenever we
just go,
play.
Chris?
Oh,
you
I
did?
went.
Yeah.
I went, and then
Oh,
I
I
started
saw
talking.
Justin moving around.
I was
I
try-
thought he was going.
I just like to read the
Yeah,
cards.
what I did was, no, I played Pellis, and then I took EO, and I took EO for good reasons. I think EO is going to help me out.
I'm gonna go there. Gonna gain the sovereign token, and then
That'll trigger your sovereign ability.
yeah, I
right away.
get one helium, and then I'm gonna take Pellis, which would trigger that again. I take another helium, and that is my turn.
That's a
Nice.
pretty good move.
Look at you and all that helium.
Well, guys, I'm going to pop off and finish a little bit more work before I head to bed. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for inviting me to join you for a few minutes, and thanks for
Yeah,
playing.
thanks for stopping
It was
in.
great having you,
Yes,
Jamie. Thanks.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah. I hope you get to play the real version in the near future. It's
Yeah.
a little easier to play than the digital version. But I appreciate you giving this
Oh,
a try.
definitely.
Of course.
Anytime.
All right,
Thanks for
have a good
coming
night.
on.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, where'd it go?
That was really cool. I liked that. Yeah, the special visitor. That made it special. So,
Okay.
gotta remember to say
Oh,
thank
hey,
you
Chris,
later.
Amanda Panda would like you to ask Jamie how much the author was involved in.
Dang it. Amanda Panda, I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to the chat at that time. I will ask him. I'm pretty sure though that I mean the
Your turn,
fact that
Justin.
he was dealing with an IP, you really have to work with them, especially. I mean the fact that he had to do that he worked around the first trilogy. I'm guessing that the author was involved quite
There
a
was
bit.
a-
I'll
There was
ask
a
him too.
note in
Yeah.
in the rules
Mm-hmm.
that I think said that he tried to get the IP and couldn't, and then that they weren't available, but that began a multi-year process of trying again, failing to design the game, having a eureka moment.
Hey, sure, Boredom's
so
on
they
here.
did
Hey, what's up,
communicate
sure,
with
Boredom?
him.
Hey, Daniel, you're playing the red character, right?
I am.
You're gonna lose a helium.
No.
Yes, I just played a card that I get to choose, and I choose you. And I'm
Very
gonna
cool.
take the card from here.
Did you already take one?
I'm taking now. No, I did not take one from your
Okay,
stack.
Okay,
you get to do it.
Amanda Panda, I promise you, I will ask Jamie when I talk to him later. I'll probably send him an email. But yeah, definitely. You know what? I will until it comes to my turn. Let me know when it's my
Now.
turn, everybody, or let me know if I need to.
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Dang it! I do this every time where I just like talk
Yep.
through everything.
We're used to it.
Um,
Everyone knows.
Okay.
It's more
Very
interesting
cool.
to hear
Guess what,
from Jamie
everybody?
and people like that and listen to the stories than just play.
Yeah, I love talking the stories. Hey, everybody, real quick, each opponent must reveal a red. I need to see if you have a red,
Or what?
Or we lose a helium.
or else you lose a helium.
I
do
don't have
not.
one.
So I lose a helium.
Okay.
Oh, I love that ability. That was really cool. Thank you, everyone. That made it special for me. Let's see. Here.
James, are you having trouble with your helium?
I can't get it.
Is it floating out of the bag on you?
It's floating on top.
You know
of
what?
it.
I feel like I'm just gonna draw a card. I feel like that's probably best right now.
Chris, the problem with playing that card is now someone else can pick it up.
That
They're
is
gonna do
true.
it back to you.
That would be messed up because they're gonna regret it. All right, let me roll the dice real quick. Oh, I get to banish a card.
It's fine. That's actually what I wanted.
Oh, is that really what you wanted? So tell me what you want. What you really, really
I'll
want.
tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I wanna. And no one had to
Okay.
even spend points to get that part of the song.
No, nobody had to spend points to get me to sing that part of the song because it's a fun song. All right, let's see here. Let me know. I'm gonna email him right
Are
now.
you done,
and tell him
Chris?
thanks
Yeah,
for
it's
coming
Daniel's
on.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Yep.
Let me... Okay, I'm going to... Let's see what I'm going to do. Hold on. I'm going to place this guy here. I have the sovereign token, so I place one influence on the Institute. And then I'm going to take Harmony and which would trigger me getting the sovereign token. So I take a Helium. That's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. I am going to. Oh, I don't know the scoop. Oh well. I'm gonna play this.
And Amanda Panda, I am
Yes.
literally emailing right now. I'm
Game
emailing
Blue.
Jamie to ask him your question. So, how much was the author involved in game design? How much was the author in the game design? Game design. Question. There we go.
This guy gets banished. And I will take this guy. Go here. Done. Justin.
Okay, let's see what you left out.
Their email is being sent now. There we go. Awesome. Oh, Nazar size. Okay. Ooh, do 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 do.
Come on, Daniel.
Do 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 do. Nazar size. Do 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 do.
This is just for you.
Okay, that was good.
How did
I was
this?
taught in church to not succumb to peer pressure. You can
whatever.
peer pressure
Whatever.
me into Nazarcizing. I'm
Oh,
non-denominational.
zig. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, whose turn is it right
currently
now?
my
Is it mine?
turn, not your turn. Yeah.
Oh, it's your turn. Wow. I've asked whose turn it is, and it's not mine.
Well, I had to
This
to
is-
Nazarcize with you instead of playing. So I actually like to join in and have fun with people.
Oh. Whatever, dude. No, this has definitely been fun so far. I'm liking the artwork. I'm liking the style of the game. I think this is something that easily the boys could pick up. I mean, for my sons, 12 and 10, yeah, I can picture them just getting right into this. Oh my gosh, Daniel turns 13 this year. Oh, it's scary. Okay, all right.
Teenager.
Do this.
I'm gonna have two teenagers. I'm gonna have two teenagers in my house. It's crazy enough with one. So
Can someone help me grab that 10 point stockbroker. Move it out of the way.
okay.
Here's the card. Well,
What
the
are you
card
doing
I
with it?
played. says move a card with an even core value from this location to the top of another.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that, and
awesome. What was that beepy beep? Something went beepy beep for a reason.
do
I'll have to
this.
take a look.
Oops, did not mean to
See here.
stack those, but
Oh, thank you very much, Cowabunga friend. Okay,
so
let's see here.
I'm actually going
Alright.
to take the top card of the deck and roll the die.
I'm trying to figure out what the beepy beep was. Oh, Sheer Boredom just followed. Thanks for following, Sheer Boredom. Sheer Boredom, if I'm correct, we are going to be doing an interview April 15th, tax day. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited. Do. I don't know why. I just like this artist card. It's like the musician.
That is my
Violent
turn.
Artist. All right, your turn is done.
It's your
I need to
turn,
figure
Chris.
out. Do I want to? Gosh, I'm like, I want these cards to be like. Thing is, I need to get certain cards.
Oh, I know that one card you need.
Do you now?
Because remember, it was that card you were talking about was a face down card that I put onto a stack, so I read it.
Are you serious? You suck, dude. All right. Gosh, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do. Do I want to just scout or do I want to play a card? I don't know if I want to play a card.
Play a
okay.
card.
I gotta figure out. I'm trying to think what got banished too. Okay.
So I believe I read in the rules that you're allowed to read any of the cards in the stacks and see what cards are in the banish pile at any time.
Yeah.
A lot of cards to look
See
at in the
here.
banish pile.
I was trying to figure out. I need to. I kind of want to get certain cards right now, and I've just got to find if I can find them. And I have not seen. I don't see them yet.
Well, there's more than 60 cards left on that deck.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about. Is like, okay, I could. Like right now, that one won't do me much good. That one would be amazing if I can get those cards. That one would be great. Ooh. Okay. Bingo. Alright, I know what I'm doing. What does this card say? Nice. Okay. Here we go. I want to play Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
Which means gain the card directly under this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the Stockbroker. Boom, Stockbroker. So I'm playing the Institute. And what it says is I immediately gain the card underneath this, and I banish Cassius. Which I just don't think I could have gotten... Oh, come on, cards. What are you doing? Did somebody highlight them? Alright. No. Clickety click, click, click. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Alright, now I've got to think about this. Ooh. I'm so curious what I do on this one now. Okay. And I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to draw a card. So I feel like that's a good idea. And I'm going to roll it. Oh, moving up the fleet track. Nice. Boom. Fleet. What did I get? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Nice. I know what I'm going to do. Dun, dun. You all are going for like influence like crazy. I think it's crazy. So.
Are you done, Chris? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to deploy the seer. So let me, if I have the influence or the sovereign token, which I do, reveal the top card of the deck.
In place. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put him there. And then I'm going to take him and get you trying to take the card you just placed?
No, I put it as part of the deploy action on my other card. It was to reveal the top deck of the card and place it on another location.
Okay.
So I put that one here on the Institute.
Wasn't it if you ever have to place another card, then your choices are the other two locations?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Amanda Panda, I've already got your response.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I wanted to
Okay.
verify the rules
Okay.
if we're unsure of it.
Here we
I
go.
believe when you do that, yeah, you're forced to select from one of the
Okay.
other stacks that was not played to in any way this turn.
Okay. Then I'll put the seer over here. I'll still put Darrow there. And I'll take this guy from my...
Whoa, just one of them.
Whole bunch.
Take this one.
Okay.
And that lets me put an influence on the Institute.
Alright. No, I don't want that. I could do that. So.
All right, Amanda Panda. All right, real quick, Amanda Panda. This is exactly what I just got from Jamie. He tried to let Pierce focus on his specialty, writing books. So aside from an early discussion about the game and what it could be, he only bothered him to ask about the cover and to send him an early final prototype in case there was anything artistic, thematic, or mechanism that really didn't work for him. And he liked everything he saw. So that is the work that was done in the whole thing. So Amanda Panda, that question was from you, and I wanted to make sure as soon as I got the answer. That's how quickly Jamie responds, which is awesome. So, yeah. And hopefully we'll be doing possibly a physical playthrough in the future as a family, getting the boys on here with Beth and Abigail.
Go ahead, Justin.
Having a 5-player game. So, which would be awesome.
And you're racking up the influence, aren't you?
Look at that influence. What the crap? It's like, I don't even care about influence. I want the helium.
Influence is the way to go.
Sure. Whatever, dude. Whoa. The Bone Riders.
Solid choice.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
And then I'm going to...
I do like the fact that these cards have bonus points if you meet certain conditions with the cards. Like, that's really cool. It's a neat aspect to the game. So.
That is my turn.
Okay. Alright, what's out now? Nobody's been playing any cards in the
I just realized that people have victory points in the top left corner of their card.
Just now?
I've been looking at the bottom of the card for
Well,
all the victory point stuff.
it's the top plus bonuses at the
Yeah,
bottom.
I get that now. I've just been looking at those and thinking, man, it's really hard to get victory points with these people.
Hey,
Didn't
Justin.
realize those were bonuses.
Hey,
Banish one of your cards.
okay.
And then when I do that, then I banish Aja or Asia. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna.
This card kind of looks like JoJo. I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna start stacking that banish pile a little bit better, if y'all don't care.
Okay. Doesn't bother
You
me.
done, Chris?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, I need to roll my die. Hold on. I gotta roll my die. Ooh, I'm moving up the fleet track. Pew, 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 pew. Yay.
Fleet points.
I love it.
Play Hellas. So I move up 2. Everyone else moves up 1. Here, I got
Nice.
everybody.
Yeah, just move.
Yeah, do it for Albus.
Oh, we get to move up?
He's doing it for us.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm at 6 now. That is awesome.
And I'm going to take the Justice and stick some influence up there.
Yeah, I love this artwork.
Okay, James, it's your turn.
Right.
Hey, Chris, let me do it. I'm also reading them just because I want to read. Stop it. I'm
I know
reading.
you were. I know you were. That's so messed up. All right. A hollow host. Sponsor.
Now, after you read them, are you going to put them all back in the proper order so that they...
Well, right now they're in just opposite order.
Right.
Why, do you have a card that can let you collect something from
I
the
don't
banished
know.
area?
Maybe.
I don't, but... knows
Okay.
what to-
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. Now I'm super curious.
Okay, so you want me to put them back in order? Daniel?
No, I would not. That's...
I will. If you really want me to. Now the key question is, kind of like Tabletop Simulator, is there a quick way to search a deck for a card and look through it?
Uh-oh.
James, are you going now, James?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Wait, where'd my sovereign token go? Took my sovereign token.
I took it, yeah. I
Okay.
played,
So there's at least one person with 7 influence at this point. So we know.
it's your turn, Justin.
14. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I kind of need to have... Alright, that would get me points if I did that. I'm still waiting for certain cards to come out. Like, I want particularly 2 cards that I want so badly right now.
It's such a
If they don't
big
come out.
deck. There's 59 cards on this deck. Like, how
It
are you
is.
gonna
It is
find-
like crazy. And I think I understand what Jamie means. Like, some players play so they're not playing with the end goal at hand. They're playing more along the lines of they want to see the whole deck almost play so they can actually make the game longer but still have crazy amounts of points at the end of the game.
They find the card that they want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I should have chosen. I should have chosen the card a while ago, but I'm gonna play this and gain a banished card, and so I need to go through them.
Are you seriously grabbing the card that I banished earlier? You
Maybe.
suck.
But
remember, if you don't have Darrow, you're gonna lose 20 points.
So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna take this other card as my.
So everybody take Darrow if you can.
Is this gonna let me
Take
do
Darrow.
this? Okay, and then let me verify which card I wanted. It's easier to zoom it.
Everybody, if you see Darrow come out, just take Darrow. Doesn't matter what you do. Just take Darrow.
Why does he have?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take this purple one. Since it's not a gold, this gets banished.
You suck, bro. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
And I've already done the rest of my turn, so it is your turn, Chris.
Oh gosh, now I gotta think this one through. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to say goodbye to this one. Theodora. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draw a card from here. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice again because I am liking the approach of that. And I get to banish a card. So guess what? I'm going to banish Theodora.
And then what are you going to do?
I already did my thing. I'm done.
You took
I did
a card?
my turn. Yeah, well, I took a card. I already know who I've got. I like what I've got too. I'm just trying to get some certain points. That's the hard part. Is I've got to get the right combo cards. Because like certain cards are like if it's with this color or if it's with this, but not this one, and so it's kind of like
at the beginning of the game, you're like, I'm not likely to have most of these cards by the end of it.
Hey, since we're all new at this, can I do something that I should have done when James tried to take the sovereign token from me?
Yeah.
Hey James, give me that back.
That was 2 turns ago.
No, it was last turn. It was this.
No,
last
it was
turn.
2. It was 2 turns ago.
No, it wasn't.
It's all right.
I haven't gone since then. And then
it's okay.
And then take your extra influence back.
No, okay, wait, then. Because it was 2 turns ago.
Was it 2 turns?
The time you brought it up was not the turn that I took it. I actually took it the one before
Oh,
that.
okay. Never mind then.
You can just wait till next time he does it.
How many helium does James have?
Because you had
helium, I only have
4.
2.
But you had 6, and now you have 8.
Why is there a judge card by
Right.
me?
When I just went, you had all. We'll let it slide. But when I just went, you had 6 because I counted. Because I matched up with you.
Oh, you played that so you didn't have to banish a card. I got you.
Yeah.
He's wanting
I
to
already
retroactively
had the
play
influence,
it.
and I did take a card from the yellow to activate my ability to get another influence. So that's why I got 2 on that turn.
Okay.
So are we saying that James still has the sovereign token,
Yes.
and you should still have that card in your hand?
Yes, I took the card back. James has the sovereign token.
What's that judge card?
It
was nearby me.
You need to put that card in your hand, Daniel.
No, that's not the one that I had. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, where'd that judge card come from? It was like right beside me.
I don't know.
It was beside Jupiter. Was I supposed to take
Does
it or
anyone
something?
had it?
I thought either someone banished it or that was from a card stack and someone moved it unintentionally.
Isn't that the card that Daniel tried to play to block?
No, that was the judge card.
No, it's a different one. Here, let's just go ahead and put it in the banished deck so that way it's out of the way. So let's just treat it like it's banished. And then Daniel, you're doing your turn.
My turn. No, I haven't done my turn.
Chris is like,
Okay,
I want
go
it
ahead.
banished because I have a card that gives me points for banished white or something.
What? What are you talking about? I don't have anything like that. I'm just trying to get rid of
If
these
you
comments.
do, then it doesn't count.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
I think if Daniel tried to retroactively block me, I then couldn't have played my white card, which was this card, because I can only play this card if I currently have the Sovereign Token. So then I would have to backtrack that as well. And then it would be a lot of backtracking.
Okay. So I'm going to do this. This is gold, I believe. Yeah. Play directly on a gold, move the gold to the top of another location, and place 1 influence on the institute. And if in the process of this, I put this card on another location, I cannot take that card. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct. Actually, I think he can take it. It's a move. It's not a place.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's when you're told to place a card, then you cannot take. I think you can take it. The situation is that if you were able to take another card from the deck and have to place a second card, then you can't take from those 2 locations. But in this situation, he's not taking another card and placing it. He's just moving one. And I think moving doesn't prevent him from taking the card back.
I'm good with playing that way. I can't find the note in the rules. That what we're going with?
I'm good with what? What exactly are we saying?
So, I played this on top of a gold card. We move that gold to the top of another location and place 1 influence on the institute.
Okay.
Can I then take?
You can then go over to that other location and take that card.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Give.
I think that's the reason why that ability is there. Is
I
to
think
make it
that's the
possible
whole
for you
purpose
to
of
do
it.
that.
Yeah, so I'm reading into it right now.
So-
Page 3.
So I'm just gonna get 10 victory points at the end for the last time Justin said I couldn't do that. It's a little.
Justin.
What'd you just say?
I'm just gonna take 10 victory points at the end because last time you told me that I couldn't do that, and it probably cost me. I'm gonna take 20 because that's probably what it cost.
No, but last time was different because
I'll take an extra 50.
Last
too,
time, Daniel, you drew a
for no
card
reason.
from the top of the deck and placed it. Like the ability told you to take another card and place it, and that's why you can't take that card. Whereas this situation, you're not taking another card; you're just moving one from a location to a location.
Well, this is what happens when it's the first time playing for all of us. We have to verify rules. Should be reading the rule book more.
Yeah.
We're learning Daniel, I don't care if you take extra points as long as you beat James. But what I'm reading in the rules is if a card instructs you to move or place a card, it does not count as a deploy.
Right.
And part of the lead action is gain the top card of a location that you did not deploy to this turn.
Okay, so I could have taken the card from that one because it was a draw the top card and place it.
Then yes, last time you could have done the same thing.
Okay, so I'm just going to take 30 points at the end of the game. For
No, not 30. Not 30.
I know what I'll do is I'll probably, whatever Justin's score is, whatever I'm below, I'm going to take whatever many points that is difference, add that +1.
Well,
just
at this point, we're
at the
just
end of the
saying,
game,
hey, I win.
Whoa.
That's what it sounds
I
like.
mean-
Everyone should be like, oh, I'm going to add this many points.
I'm going to add like 15. All right. Whose turn is
Oh,
it?
is it
now?
mine? Did Daniel finish?
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. And
We'll chalk it up to a learning game. Like, I'm sure you found some better cards than the one you were going to take anyway.
I'm putting up Darrow, guys. Darrow.
How dare you?
Putting up Darrow. Gain a card in this location. Sure, why not? And then Darrow gets banished. And then I have to take something. To you. And give me a healing. And I am done. Go ahead, Justin.
Oh, shucks. I'm not sure I like what happened.
Don't like it.
Oh, now I gotta read some cards real quick.
Sweet. Reading cards. Do. Read those cards, man. Read them. Read cards. Okay. What do I want here? Okay. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Okay. I'm happy with what I got right now. And I know what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this then. I will play this here at the Institute. The deploy action, I don't have a red to banish, so I'm not gonna do it.
Mickey the Carver.
It's very cool.
And I'm just gonna take a card from the top and roll the dice.
Okay.
And like, it seems I only get the eye or I get the red each time I roll that die. It's not a very
Okay. Interesting. You have to put on Jupiter Advance once on the fleet track.
You like that, Chris? You like the fleet?
Wow. No, I don't like that card because if you look at the bottom, you've got to have Orion, Virga, or Pelus. If you don't have that, that's like negative 15 points. Don't get me wrong, that's a 35-point card, which is really nice, but at the same time...
Otherwise, it's a 20.
I thought it was
20
minus
points otherwise.
if you have them.
It's only a 20-point card. Don't get me wrong, for a 20-point card, that's a good card to get. I just don't know if it's worth me trying to go for that when I could probably... I've got some cards that could easily get me some serious points. But I feel like I might do this. I just don't want to... I do like that card. I do really like that card, though. But I don't feel like I want that one, though. And I'm going to take Danto. Danto, I feel pretty good about. So, yeah.
Did you want to...
And because I did Jupiter, I get to move up on the track.
Did you want to do the deployability?
So, oh, that's right. Let's see here. You may lose 1 influence from the Institute, gain 2 helium. Yeah, I don't care much about my influence right now. I'll take 2 helium.
That's good.
Ah, come on, thing. What's that? Is that game?
No, that's a good trade.
I didn't think so. Yeah,
Good trade.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think
so
of.
Chris is 7 on the fleet. We have
I'm
2
7.
of y'all at least 7 in influence. So as soon as someone hits 7 helium, that triggers game.
Yeah.
It's 5
Yep.
right now.
This is my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna play Harmony there. James, you lose a helium.
Sure.
I'm gonna take the stockbroker.
Okay.
And that gives me a helium because that would have me take the influence token.
Mm-hmm.
And then
How many helium do you
I
have?
have 6.
Wow.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
So you have 6 right now. Okay. Nice.
Or wait, no. That's the game. Or that triggers because I have 7. Or no. Never
No,
mind.
you only
Okay,
have 6.
Never mind.
It takes
Never mind.
7.
Yeah, you only got 6 right
Sorry.
now. Okay.
That does not trigger end of game.
Oh, so it's my turn? Okay, my turn. I think Daniel will end the game on his next turn. So this would be my last turn.
I almost want to look up and see if there's an audiobook of this because while I'm working, I could just sit back and relax and listen to it the whole time. Which for me that works really well. I don't always get the chance to sit down and just read a book. So, audiobooks when I'm driving or audiobooks when I'm sitting down at the office, that definitely beats listening to the same Spotify playlist over and over. Whoa, the Howlers?
Howlers.
What? The Howlers are out.
It's a blocking card. And I figured the game's gonna end.
That's a pretty cool card.
It's
I like
waiting
the
to
look of
use
that
a
one.
block and nothing happened.
That's a cool looking card though. I like
Yeah,
the look of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go up in the fleet once.
What do you
That's
get
all.
with it? What are you trying to get? Let's see here. If with Severo. Who is Severo? I haven't seen
I haven't seen
Severo
the
out
whole
there.
time, so I waited. Didn't come.
That's kind of cool.
Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Very cool.
Okay. I am going to play Holiday. And I can move any card, well, not any card, orange or blue from any location to directly under this, and I may gain that card if I do in my turn. So I'm going to take that blue card.
Take a Morningstar.
Oh, you have one of
Okay.
those guys?
That's smart. That's a very smart move. Very smart move. Okay.
Well, if anything, it's a guaranteed 20 points. Where there's
Yeah,
some cards
that's
with a
very true.
lower start value that you have to be pairing up with something. So that 20 points is still greater than some other. That ended my turn.
Yeah, Chris's turn.
Now I gotta think this one through.
Might be your last turn.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I had some not so great dice rolls and card draws that I'm just hoping I'm not too far behind you.
This is deep thinking right now. I'm trying to think if I want to play this card or if I don't want to play this card. And because this card could either help me quite a bit, and I think I'm going to scout, which is how I'm going to probably do this right now. And I'll just gain that locations bonus. So I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to... Whoa, look at there. There's a hero. I need a hero. I just get the sections bonus. And I feel like what I'm probably going to do at this situation... Do I want to do the Sovereign or do I want to do Jupiter? You know what? I feel like Jupiter is pretty good. And that will just move me up on the fleet.
6 points.
There we go.
Well, that triggers the end. No, sorry, that was already triggered.
Oh.
We're still waiting for Daniel to trigger.
Yeah, I'm just moving up on the
Daniel's
fleet.
turn now, so let's see if he triggers.
Yep.
I'm going to I'll do this. I can move a pink or a violet from any location directly under this card, which is really just this one.
I'm sorry. I just realized something that's going to be
Oh.
awesome. Okay.
And then I'm going to take this guy
Holy crap.
I'll stack.
and move my token up. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's not going to end it.
More opportunities for points then. Let's see. Changes everything.
Okay. It's all right. I'm happy with the points I'm about to get. I'm very happy. I'm glad I picked up Danto, and you'll see why. So.
Alright, these.
Actually, I have 2 cards I'm pretty happy with. I've got Danto and I've got the Artificer, which I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. But yeah, oof, it's gonna be good.
Pink or 5 from location. So, okay, what's the option? If I play a card that I don't want to pick up a card, I can take the top
Too
card from
bad.
the deck
Mm-hmm.
and then roll the die.
Or if you really don't want to play any of your cards, you can scout. Take the
Yeah, you can
take the
always
top
scout.
part of the deck.
I want
play
to
it to a
get rid
row.
of a card.
Hmm.
But if I roll, that will determine, or I can choose. I think choosing is always better, I guess.
Yeah, especially since this die seems to be very biased towards certain sides. At least for me.
I'm happy with it.
I hope you are.
Oh wait, why don't you do this? Okay.
Just remember, when you gloat too much, I'll gloat back.
Place, not deploy.
I know you will. Oh, I know
one or
you
two
will.
banished
Oh,
cards
golly gee whiz.
on the top of one location.
Just trying to
Jeez,
learn.
I gotta go look through these banished cards now.
Somebody told me that there's a way that you can raid straight from the chat, and so I'm trying to figure it out. So that way, when we end the game, that we raid Board Game Blitz, because I love Crystal and Ambi and everything.
Is
that
there a
they're
way
doing.
to look at these
So-
cards in the banished deck without looking at each one?
I don't know
Nope.
a good way to do it
Okay, then I'm just gonna take
No,
the
there's-
top.
in
There's not.
Tabletopia. Like, if this was TTS, there's like right-click search and you can go see every card in it. But
I'll look at like the top 3 and then give a.
Like, oh, look at the top 3. I'll find what I want there.
It's just too
someone
much.
has been looking for Darrow, so they may have already. I don't know if there's more than.
No, yeah, I pulled out Darrow.
But
See, I need to look away because
No,
like
it's not-
I stacked these all
it's
so nicely, and now
I know.
you're just messing up
I'm
the whole
sorry.
stack.
Everybody mess with the cards. Everybody mess with them real quick. Hold on.
Wait, I'm looking at this purple guy. Get out of here. Get more than you did.
What? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Number 30. Wait,
That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, what do I want to do here? Oh, these are some
I'm gonna
good
take
cards.
Darrow.
Okay, you just took Darrow. Okay. So Justin, you know that you're gonna get minus 20 because he just took Darrow from you.
Chris told me to.
For one, it's not. Wait, why would I get minus 20?
Was it is the character? It says if you only have, I think it's like if you don't have Mustang or if you don't have Darrow. I forget.
Oh, I
which
never
one it
picked up
is.
that card.
Oh, you never picked up that. Oh, dang! That means that James, do you have all 3 cards?
Of what? No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Do you think I
Golly
picked up that
gee,
card
that
from
is-
the banish earlier?
I thought so. I would have because I'm
Well,
like,
it's your turn, Justin.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
oh, that's craziness. Wild stuff. Folks, those of you who are watching, we are nearing the end of Red Rising from Stonemaier Games, based on the book series. So far, I'm really liking it. I like that this is very easy to play. Whereas some of the games, like looking at this, it doesn't look as overwhelming. I don't know if some people, if you've ever looked at Scythe or Wingspan, even like you can kind of get, I mean, my kids, when they first looked at it, it kind of looked a little overwhelming. After you understand the style and how Jamie does a lot of his games and works on a lot of these games, you kind of get a feel for how it's going to play. And so it's a lot easier to approach it. This one is very simplistic in understanding the game. There's a little bit of complexity with the cards, and that's where the complex comes in. Just the idea of, okay, now this card will get me this many points if I do this route. So that's kind of the different story between this game and the other games in the past. So yeah, this one is very straightforward. So I like that a lot.
Easy to play, hard to master.
Yeah, this is definitely that kind of game. Definitely easy to play. And I like that because I like that feeling. I could play this with the kids and just have a good time. And then I think that they would definitely develop their own little strategies and start learning a little bit and just making it a lot of fun. So, yeah. And I think that's something that we're going to probably do soon, is play this one.
This reminds me a bit of
Right.
Everdell, because in Everdell you also have cards where they sort of match up with another card and you're searching for it. You're hoping to get that
You know,
pair.
I've never played Everdell. I've heard so much about Everdell. I just haven't played it.
Finally,
It's
a
not been-
different result.
Get the
So,
token.
I just
I
haven't
get to
really
take the
been
token,
interested in
and when I
playing
get
it.
the token, I roll the die. And that gives me that.
All right, and I am going to just scout. 'Cause I'm pretty happy with what I got. Whoa, Orion.
Wait, is it your turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If this is deployed on Mars, Luna, or the Institute, deploy one other blue from this location to Jupiter. Well, that's really cool. But I'm just going to go ahead and put it on Jupiter right now anyway, because I'm not deploying. But I am going to go ahead and take advantage of this fleet scoring, which is going to help me out. Because I think right now in fleet scoring, I am looking at 39 points just in
That's
fleet.
huge.
Yeah.
And if you took this Orion, that gives you points for your position on the track. Oh no, 0 to 10. Not the points.
Palace is the one that gets you. Palace is the one that gets you additional points for being on the fleet track,
Yeah.
like the higher
Yeah.
up on the track. So that's the only reason why, like, I'm thinking to myself, oh, is somebody's got Palace though? I think. So. All right, it's your turn,
My
Daniel.
turn. Okay, I'm gonna scout. Put this down.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my 5 cards. My 5 cards, thanks to Danto, makes
put
it
that
possible for
there.
me to do a bunch of stuff.
No, don't do it.
Flip it over. Go back.
Do it.
That there.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna take the sovereign token
And your helium.
and the helium, and now the end of the game is triggered.
Okay.
Okay, so
Kind-
Justin's done his turn. I've done my turn. Daniel's
James
done his
gets
turn.
one more turn.
So, James, this is the final turn.
Final turn for me.
And then we'll score.
Yeah. I went from in a decent place to that last turn. Got me a card that made it worse for me.
So while we're waiting. Nice. What's nice about this little tracker up at the top is that we can actually score and go up and down and stuff, which is nice. I like that a lot, actually.
Chris, you're going to be happy to know that you will beat me this game.
I am pretty sure of that too, and you'll see why in a second, because of 2 specific cards that I had. One's an orange and one's a gray. One is an artificer, and I don't know. Artificer is it artificer? Is that how we say it? I think so.
Well, it depends on how it's spelled.
And then one is a Danto.
Right, I'm done.
So
Done.
I just went up
okay,
the fleet.
let's go ahead. Let's score.
Does anyone have anything? I have a card that lets me take a card from another
Oh, yeah.
spot at the end of the game. Does anyone have that?
Do those end game stuff.
Yeah. Are there any end game?
I don't have
guess I
any
should-
end game.
Okay, I have the sovereign token, so with the justice, I can take a card of my choice from Luna. So I'm gonna see what this.
No, I don't think you get to look at it.
It says it's a card of my choice.
Yeah, you can take it, but you don't get to look at it and then decide.
Okay.
Those are face down cards.
Well, I'll just take this one. Sure.
All right, let's
I'm gonna see
quickly
if I should have taken this one. Okay, I shouldn't have.
So we're gonna say, all right. So color-wise, we see on the board what everybody's color is based on the player thing. Let's go ahead and score. So did anybody score for the little fast forward symbol? For anything on the fast forward symbol on your cards?
I don't.
No scoring from it.
Oh.
I didn't get any scoring from it either.
Indirectly, I will score,
Justin?
but it's going to be part of the cards.
Yeah, that's same for me. I don't have any special things like that. Okay, cards, victory points, plus abilities. So I think at this point, this is where we calculate all the
On
stuff
our cards?
on our cards. So give you an example. I'm going to pull out and put mine out real quick, just so
I'll
everybody
put
can
mine
see it.
beside mine as well.
I've got the Artificer. I'm going to put it right here above the scoring pad and just kind of show why I'm happy with what I got. So I didn't get a silver. However, with Danto, he can be whatever color I want for any of my cards, which is really nice. And then with the Artificer and the Pulse Fist Engineer, they can also be whatever name I want the characters to be. So that's possible as well. So I'm going to start with the Artificer. So I've got 10 points plus an additional 20 because he's both with an orange and a gold. So that is 30 points right there. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see here. I'm going to change the angle a little bit.
That last card draw did cost me 31 points. Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Because I was going for all different colors, and it drew one of the colors I had.
Oh, that
That'd
was.
be your.
Oops, I don't
That'd
want
be
to
your
go to this one.
cards.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it on this thing. All right, let me go up to 30 points just for that
I think
one
if you
card.
right click on it, or if you double click on it, you can go
It's
up
not
in
letting-
10-point increments.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Thank you. All right, and then let me go down and...
Yeah, James, if you look at my cards over by mine, that 4D painter.
All right.
4D painter, yeah.
Then I have an additional 35
cards is
points for
different
the
color.
next card.
I would have
Severo,
had that, except I
because
drew into it gold, which I already had.
You
Danto,
probably
Danto, I can treat this card
drawing
as if
blind is
it's
probably
any
a bad
other
idea.
color. So Danto is going to
Yeah.
give me an additional
It's one of those
15
big
points.
risk, big reward
and
possibilities.
an extra
I had to
additional
go
20
for it.
points on that.
You have 35 additional.
Yep, that's what I
There's
want.
Servo. I've been looking for Servo.
Yeah, I know you have. Then I've got 16 points for Rose. So I didn't get... Oh, and I also get the additional 14 points because of Danto again. So that's 30 points. 1, 2, 3. Then I've got the Pulse Fist Engineer. 18 with an Obsidian thanks to Danto. That makes it so I get another 30.
Wait, what are you?
No.
1,
Can't,
2...
No, you have
Danto,
to-
Danto can only be one
You have
color.
to pick a color for him.
It can't be any color for any combination.
You get to treat him as one other color. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. So,
These cards are a mess.
any one other
guys.
color. All right, give me a
Yeah.
second.
Well,
So, in that situation, I'm going to subtract 14 points.
there's
So,
still a mess.
boom.
Start at the bottom.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
just
4.
gonna-
So, I'm currently at 111, okay?
Not okay.
So, that I've got. What do you mean, not okay? Shush. All right, and then I don't get anything other for Danto other than 10 points.
You know, that was no better. They
So
were
right
still...
It's better.
So currently I'm at
You
121.
don't have any.
I'm about to do the ships next.
21. Jeez.
So that's going to be 39. So that's 10, 20, 30, 39.
Where did? Okay.
Then helium. Helium, I had what over there? I can't see. Is it 4?
Yeah,
on my
you have
board
4.
over nearby. So I got 12 points. So it's
You have
12.
no influence.
No influence, and then I don't have the sovereignty in front of me. And I don't have more than 7 cards.
Yep.
So that means I've got 172.
Okay.
Is that right? Am I reading that right? 172? Oh, thank you very much. Life Living Live.
I'll move.
Thanks for
I'll move
following.
your
I
cards out
appreciate
of the
it.
way. I'll do mine. Just go around.
Or you could do yours beside yours.
What did I say? 172? Yep.
Yeah.
172. So 1.
Yeah, get rid of his cards.
So 172 is my total. All right. So let's go ahead.
Going
I'm gonna keep touching the thing over here. So let's do
Here,
Daniel
I've
next.
got-
Daniel, what'd you get?
so
Cards.
Cards. I have 10 plus 25, so I have 35. Are you adding my score, or am I doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing
I
it.
have
I'll do it.
35 for that guy. 30 for Octavia. That's 65. I have 80. Then
You have 80.
yeah, I'm just counting
For-
through these 3 cards.
Oh,
I have
okay.
80. That's
Okay.
100. 125. 150, 160 because I have the sovereign token. So I have 160 for cards.
Okay, give me a second. 160 for cards. Okay.
Okay, I have 15 for the fleet track.
Okay.
I have 7, so I have 21 for helium.
Okay.
I do have the sovereign token, so I have 10 for that. And
You
then,
got second place in influence.
yeah,
So
I
you get
have
2.
14.
Yep, 14 on that.
So 14 points on
Yeah.
influence.
That's,
Okay. Craziness. Oh, what's up?
Hey.
Thanks you very much. Here, let's give everybody a quick
That's
shout out. Let me
220
quickly-
total.
Thank you, Team Cardboard. Give me 1 second.
Should I add up mine?
Hold on one moment. I'm just doing a quick shout out to
I'll
some
I'll
awesome
take care
people
of
for
this.
being on here. You doing your
Yeah.
final scoring? Okay, cool.
Let's.
All right, sounds
I'm
good.
gonna
to me.
move your stack of cards or start.
I got 220.
James. Okay. James, tell me your cards.
Alright. 18 plus 7 is 25. Plus 25 is 50. I have the most influence, so plus 30 is 80. This is
Mhm.
my only obsidian, so plus 30 is 110. This guy is with the blue, so 110 plus 35. So it's 145. I don't have the sovereign tokens, so that's plus 40. So that's 175. And I have set.
You just said 40. That should be 185 then.
Okay. 185. Plus, I have 7 more cards, so plus 40 from Darrow.
Plus
So
40.
215.
Okay.
225.
Yeah, 225. Yep. Because 40. Because he was at 185 plus 40. All right. What's next? Is that all yours on
That's all the
cards?
cards.
Now hold on. Okay. What about negative cards? Does anybody have over 7 on any of them?
No.
Daniel, did you have
Yeah.
over 7?
Is it over
Okay,
7 or 7 or
Alright.
more?
Fleet is
Over 7.
Over 7. All right. How'd you do on fleet? What'd you do? 28. Okay. Let me add that real quick.
Sure.
Then you get 6 on the next one.
Helium. 6
I
points
got
on
it.
helium.
0. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
8, so you
times
get 30.
4.
32.
Okay. Are you adding it or am I?
I saw your hand
Because
there,
I
so I
see-
stopped, but I'll do it.
So that should be a total
Alright,
of
thank you.
281.
Disappeared.
Or did I miscount? No, 291.
Okay.
6 plus 25.
Let's see here.
28, 32,
91.
that's 60. Yeah.
The
91.
fun thing about games, folks, is math. Yeah.
Which I should be good
Yeah,
at
what
being
was
an
this-
engineer, but it's late at night.
Yeah, 291. I'll do that.
291. All right,
Yeah.
you're putting
I
in
did
it.
my
All right,
best,
Justin,
guys.
where are you at, buddy?
Okay. My cards are 104.
Cards are
Yep.
104. Okay, I'm okay with
I
that.
know you are.
Let me quickly put that on the cards area.
See the smirk on James's
100
face. He
and-
realizes that he's going to win this one again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dang
High
you,
score.
James. Okay. All right. All right.
Good job.
Okay. Okay.
My fleet is 6.
6. Okay.
I have 3 helium, so 9,
Okay.
and then 2 points for influence.
Okay. 2 points for influence. Grand total of.
This is the easy math for you. Don't have to go as high on my score.
Math. We gotta do the math.
17 plus 4.
121.
21.
121.
121. Okay.
Well, you beat Justin. Chris.
Which means
You beat Justin.
which means I beat Justin. I beat Justin.
I told you what. Considering that last turn, that card I drew cost me 31 points.
Would that have been enough?
Oh,
No.
not enough, but it would have depended. depending on what kind of card I drew and if it would have
That's true.
balanced it all.
That could have added something.
Yeah, because that last card of mine was 15, and one of the cards was only 9 points instead of 40. So
craziness. So it looks like Justin lost.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go too much into rubbing it in. However, now I am getting closer to being even on wins against Justin.
What's the
Remember,
count?
folks, anytime we play, Justin and I play, our whole goal isn't to win the game. Don't get me wrong, we want to win the game, especially when it comes to James being on here.
Yeah.
But when we play, the goal is to see who's going to do better. Is it going to be Justin or is it going to be myself? Currently, I think Justin's at 16 games. I am at 12.
Not far
so I
off.
am 4 away from catching up. 4 away from catching up, folks. So, and we'll probably see Saturday. I don't know what we're playing Saturday. We haven't decided yet. But we're going to be playing Saturday, 10 a.m. Who knows? Maybe video games. Might be a board game. Not too sure yet. Maybe it'll be something with the community. But yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to exit out of this thing. I'm going to go into Twitch. I've got to figure out how to raid straight from here because I'm trying to learn all that right now. I'm not used to it. But yeah, real quick, want to say a special thank you once again to Justin. Justin, tell us what you just recently worked on. You just did something, gift tulips,
yes,
right?
so yeah, actually, just last night I released a How to Play for Gift of Tulips by Word Draft Games that is currently on Kickstarter. And actually tonight in the next hour, I'm drawing a winner for the Disney Villainous Despicable Plots game I'm giving away on YouTube as well.
Nice. Very cool. All right, and James, tell us what's going on over at Little Meeples.
Just the same stuff, showing games. I would like to mention if people know about Clubhouse, there's a nice board game community growing on there. So if you're interested in Clubhouse, go check it out. There's a board game group, and there's a lot of people being active there.
I believe you said that was iOS only currently, correct?
Yes, and if you have an iPad, you can still do it, even if you don't have a phone that's iOS. So you might want to check that out.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about it. I just have, sadly, I am an Android user, so until it comes out to Android, I will be here all by my
And it will
lonesome.
come soon.
So.
Okay, I'm here with you, Chris, because I'm Android as well.
I know. I like Android.
Guys
I'm not
can't
gonna
come into our
lie.
Clubhouse.
See, now I had the first iPhone back in the day when they first came out, and I think it was Singular, who was the ones that were doing it at the time. I think that was Singular. I think it was a group that was doing it. But yeah, it was just not anything that I really needed. So, but yeah, it sounds really cool though. But yeah, and then really, Kim, Justin, you can come on my stream. You can win over there.
Oh yeah. Anytime you want me to have me on, Kim,
Nice
just
team.
let me know. I'm more than happy to join when I'm able.
Yep. We're going to be playing, I know, Tuesday the 30th with, we're going to kind of do almost, I think, a multi-stream with Kim from Tabletop Rebellion, where we're going to be playing with Sovereignty, and we're going to be playing Sushi Go Party golf rules. I guess you want to have the lowest score.
Yeah, I was actually watching Kim play that earlier tonight. That was very interesting to see.
Yeah, that I've heard is really good. So I am curious to see how that works, because I'm not good at Sushi Go already. So I feel like I have a good chance. I think I could do something. But yeah, I am excited to be able to play with her. We had a great time at our D&D campaign this past Saturday, and definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, that was enjoyable. Daniel, tell us what's going on next with the Kids Planning family. What else can we be looking forward to?
We have a lot more. You mentioned the Can Kids Play videos. Have a lot more of those in the pipeline. We've had a really good reception to those. Have some fun tutorials lined up, and we have some new ideas floating around, things the boys can do. We've got a fun review that they did of Machikoro Legacy that will probably come out on Friday of this week. No spoilers, all spoilers redacted in a entertaining way. So yeah, just got a lot of fun stuff trying to figure out how to adjust and just keep providing good quality content that people like.
Like what? Sorry, you broke
No,
up.
keep providing good quality content that people like.
Oh, that
Yeah.
people like. I thought you were starting to say like as in you were about to finish it with something.
Like.
No. I was like? Okay. No. But
Yes, we
I am
are
excited
providing
because
quality content that people like. You can say no all you
No.
want.
I have to say I love the content that
Yeah.
y'all are doing. I think for a family to be able to do that type of stuff together and to be able to take something awesome out of what happened last year in 2020 with COVID and everything, your family has just been a blessing to my family and to me. And it's always a joy to be able to have you on, so I appreciate it. So, yeah. That was a good game. I didn't like losing, but it was a good game. And we have to find a way to defeat James in the next
I
game.
tried my
Everybody
best.
agree on that
I
one?
tried way harder than either of you guys.
I said at the
I
very
know.
beginning, we have to focus on James.
I'll
And
tell
what
you,
did you
let-
do, Chris?
And I
Let's play a trick taking
But it's
game,
hard
and
for
then
me-
you'll defeat me for sure.
I am not a focusing person, though. That's a problem. I am not good at focusing. If anybody hasn't noticed already from watching,
And it
this
doesn't
stream
help that
already, me
I was
kinda
playing
looking-
in the spot after James, so I couldn't do anything right
Yeah,
before
it's
him
true.
to slow him down.
That is very true. That is very true. Well, folks, we're going to head on out. I'm going to play a quick outro. We are going to go ahead and raid Board Game Blitz, which is Crystal and Ambi's channel. So please stay tuned. I'm going to quickly play an outro, and then we're going to go right over there and say hi to them and give them our support. That's something that the Board Game Twitch community is very big about doing, and I'm trying to learn how to do the rating thing. So definitely getting ready for it. So we'll see you in a little bit. Remember, if we can gather at the table, we can do the same for a good cause. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
We also want to thank our sponsor, Greenbrier Games. Be on the
you
lookout for
figured it out.
Lost Ones,
Raid.
hitting the pledge
Raid.
manager soon.
Raid.